Hello students. Today I will explain the examples of LPP containing unbounded feasible region. The question is, minimize z is equal to 3x plus 5y such that x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 3, x plus y is greater than or equal to 2, xy greater than or equal to 0. We have to find the minimum value of the objective function z subject to these constraints. The method is very simple. We solve these inequalities one by one, and for each inequality we follow two steps. The first step is find the points on the line of the inequality, and the second step is find the solution region of the inequality. Now let us solve this example. The first inequality is x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 3. The first step is find the points on the line. For that we write the equation of the line. This can be done by replacing the inequality sign by equality. Let us call this as equation 1. Now substitute x as 0 in this equation. On solving we get y is equal to 1. Similarly, substitute y as 0 in this equation, we get x is equal to 3. These are the points on the line, so we write the line passes through the points 0, 1 and 3, 0. Now the second step is to find the solution region. For that, substitute the origin, that is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in the inequality. We get 0 greater than or equal to 3, which is false. This implies that the origin doesn't satisfy the inequality and the solution region is not including the origin. Therefore, we conclude that the solution region lies away from the origin. This is about first inequality. Now remember that to find the points on the line we write the equation of the line, and to find the solution region we consider the inequality. Now the next inequality is x plus y is greater than or equal to 2. Again, for this inequality we follow the same two steps. First, we find the points on the line of the inequality and then we find the solution region. First step, to find the points on the line. For that, the equation of the line is x plus y is equal to 2. I have replaced the inequality sign by equality. Call this as equation 2. Now, put x as 0 in the equation. On solving, we get y is equal to 2. Similarly, put y as 0 in the equation, we get x is equal to 2. These are the points on the line. Therefore, we write the line passes through the points 0, 2 and 2, 0. Now the second step is substitute the origin, that is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in the inequality. We get 0 greater than or equal to 2, which is false. This implies that the origin doesn't satisfy the inequality. Therefore, the solution region is not including the origin, and we conclude that the solution region lies away from the origin. This is about second inequality. Now the next inequality in the given question is xy greater than or equal to 0, which are non-negative constraints. This implies that the feasible region lies in the first quadrant. I have discussed all the inequalities given in the question. Now let us draw the graph. The points on the first line are 0, 1 and 3, 0. I'll mark these points on the graph. First point 0, 1, x0, y1 and 3, 0, x3, y0. Also, The inequality contains the equality sign. We draw a solid line passing through these points. I have drawn the line. Now the equation of this line is x plus 3y is equal to 3. For our convenience, I'll write this equation to this line in the graph. Now the points on the second line are 0, 2 and 2, 0. 0, 2, x0, y2 and 2, 0. Also, the inequality contains the equality sign, so we draw a solid line passing through these points. I have drawn the line. The equation of this line is x plus y is equal to 2. I'll write it here, x plus y is equal to 2. Now, the solution region for the first inequality is, it lies away from the origin. Look at the graph. This is the line for the first inequality. Origin lies below this line, but the solution region lies away from the origin. So, we shade the region lying above the line which lies away from the origin. Above this line. For the second inequality, the solution region lies away from the origin. This is the line for the second inequality. Origin lies below the line, but the solution region lies away from the origin. So, I shade the region lying away from the origin to this line. These are the solution regions for the inequalities. Now, observe here. This region satisfies the first inequality but not second one. Similarly, this region satisfies the second inequality but not first one. And this region satisfies both of the inequalities because this region lies above both of the lines. So, we say this is the common solution region for both of the inequalities. We can shade this region, and also in the question we have non-negative constraints which says that the feasible region lies in the first quadrant. So, we restrict this feasible region in the first quadrant within the positive x and y axis. So, this will be the feasible region. I'll rub the remaining shaded region. I have shaded the feasible region and rubbed the remaining shaded region. Now observe, this region satisfies both of the inequalities as it lies above both of the lines, but it doesn't lie in the first quadrant, so we have restricted the feasible region to the y-axis. Similarly, this region lies above both of the lines, but it doesn't lie in the first quadrant. So, I have restricted the feasible region to the x-axis. Also, the feasible region is not closed. It is unbounded. We can extend this shaded feasible part to the infinity in the first quadrant. And these are the corner points of this feasible region. I'll mark the points as A, B and C. The coordinates of the point A are 0, 2. The coordinates of the point C are 3, 0. B is the point of intersection of these two lines. So, the coordinates of B can be determined on solving the equations of these two lines. Let us solve the equations. The first equation is x plus 3y is equal to 3. The second equation is x plus y is equal to 2. The coefficients of x are equal in both of the equations. So, simply we subtract equation 2 from equation 1 so that we can cancel x term and we can find the value of y. Equation 1 minus equation 2, x get cancelled, we get 3y minus y, that is 2y, is equal to 3 minus 2, 1. This implies y is equal to 1 by 2. Now substitute y is equal to 1 by 2 in equation 2, and on solving we get x is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, the coordinates of the point B are x comma y, 3 by 2 comma 1 by 2. I'll write the coordinates of this point in the graph. 3 by 2 comma 1 by 2. And also we write the shaded region in the graph is the feasible region. The feasible region is unbounded. And the corner points of the feasible region are: first point A of 0 comma 2, A of 0 comma 2, second B of 3 by 2 comma 1 by 2, and third C of 3 comma 0. Now the next step is to evaluate the value of z at these corner points. So we draw a table. In the first column we write the corner points, in the second column we write the value of z. For the first point, substitute x as 0 and y as 2 in this equation. On solving we get the value of z as 10. For the second point, put x is equal to 3 by 2 and y is equal to 1 by 2 in this equation. We get z is equal to 3 into x is 3 by 2 plus 5 into y is 1 by 2. 3 into 3 is 9 by 2. 5 into 1 is 5 upon 2. Denominator is same, then LCM is 2. Numerator will be 9 plus 5, which is 14. 14 by 2 is 7. Similarly, put x as 3 and y as 0 in this equation. We get z is equal to 9. The question is to find the minimum value of z. In these values, 7 is the smallest value of z. If the feasible region is bounded, that is closed, then we will be knowing its boundary, and hence we can easily find its maximum or minimum value at the corner points of its boundary. But here the feasible region is unbounded. It is not closed. We do not know its boundary. It extends up to infinity in the first quadrant. It is like an ocean. It will have infinitely many points. Then there may exist some points in this feasible region for which the value of z may be less than 7 also. Here we cannot conclude that 7 itself is the minimum value which is obtained at these corner points. We have to check whether there exist points in this feasible, unbounded feasible region for which the value of z is less than 7. That is z less than 7. What is z? Z is 3x plus 5y. So I write this as 3x plus 5y less than 7. We have to find the points in the feasible region, that is find the value of x and y for which this inequality satisfies. That is, we have to solve this inequality. We know that we have to follow two steps to solve the inequality. First is find the points on the line of the inequality. Second is find the solution region of the inequality. Let us solve this. First one. The equation of the line is 3x plus 5y. Replace inequality sign by equality equal to 7. Put x as 0 in this equation. We get y is equal to 7 by 5. Similarly, put y as 0 in this equation. On solving, we get x is equal to 7 by 3. Then the line passes through the points 0, 7 by 5 and 7 by 3, 0. Next, we have to find the solution region. For that, put x as 0 and y as 0 in the inequality. We get 0 less than 7, which is true. So we conclude that the solution region lies towards the origin. Let us draw the graph of this inequality. The points on the line are 0, 7 by 5 and 7 by 3, 0. 0, 7 by 5. 7 by 5 means it is 1.4. So I'll mark the point here. 0, 1.4. Another point is 7 by 3, 0. 7 by 3 means it is 2.33. 2.33. 1, 2, 3. 2.3, 0. Also, the inequality is a strict inequality. It is not containing the equality sign. So, we draw a dotted line passing through these points. I'll draw the line. Now, the solution region lies towards the origin. For this line, the origin lies below the line, so the solution region of this inequality lies below the line towards the origin. Now this region contains set of all those points for which the value of z is less than 7. But we are interested to find the points in the feasible region for which z is less than 7. These points doesn't lie in the feasible region. We are interested in the feasible region, so we can conclude that there does not exist any point in the feasible region which satisfy this inequality and which gives the value of z less than 7. Then we can conclude that 7 itself is the minimum value, that is the least value of z, which is obtained at this corner point. So we write the conclusion. The feasible region has no common point with the inequality. This feasible region has no common point with the solution of this inequality. Therefore, the minimum value of z is 7 itself at the point 3 by 2, 1 by 2. This is the method to solve the example. Suppose if the solution of this inequality lies above the line, then the feasible region will have common points with the inequality, and hence there exist points in the feasible region for which z will have the value less than 7. In that case, 7 will not be the minimum value of z, and we conclude that z has no minimum value in the feasible region. This is the method for unbounded feasible region. Now I'll explain the steps after finding the value of z at the corner points once again in short. So now observe here, these are the values of z at the corner points. Here 7 is the smallest value. Question is to find the minimum value of z. If the feasible region is unbounded, then we write, as the feasible region is unbounded, the smallest value 7 may or may not be the minimum value of z. To check this, we first draw the graph of the inequality. Inequality is here, z less than 7. What is z? Z is 3x plus 5y less than 7. To find the minimum value, we take the inequality sign less than, and in the RHS we write the smallest value of z obtained at the corner point. Suppose if the question is to find the maximum value and the feasible region is unbounded, then we write the inequality 3x plus 5y. To find the maximum, we take greater than sign, and in the RHS we write the greatest value of z at the corner point, that is 10, and we solve this inequality. Okay, now here to solve this inequality, first we write the equation of the line and we find the points. After finding the points, we find the solution region, substitute the origin in the inequality. Here origin satisfies the inequality, hence the solution region lies towards the origin. After finding the solution, we plot the graph. The points are here 0, 7 by 5 and 7 by 3, 0. Mark the points, and always such inequalities will be strict inequalities. We have to draw a dotted line for this. draw a dotted line passing through these points. Then the solution region of this inequality lies below the line. No need to shade that region. As the solution region of the inequality doesn't coincide with the feasible region, or it has no common points with the feasible region, we conclude that the feasible region has no common point with the inequality. Hence, the minimum value of z will be 7 at the point 3 by 2, 1 by 2. I will solve another similar example. Question is, minimize z is equal to x plus 2y subject to these constraints. Show that the minimum of z occurs at more than 2 points. We also have to prove that minimum of z occurs at more than 2 points. We solve these inequalities one by one. The first inequality is 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3. First step, write the equation of the line. Call this as equation 1. Put x as 0 in this equation. The first term will be 0. We get y is equal to 3. Similarly, put y as 0 in this equation. Second term will be 0. The equation will take the form 2x equal to 3, then x is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, the line passes through the points 0, 3 and 3 by 2, 0. Now the second step, substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in the inequality. We get 0 greater than or equal to 3. 0 greater than or equal to 3 is false. Therefore, the solution region lies away from the origin. This is about first inequality. Now the second inequality is x plus 2y greater than or equal to 6. For this, the first step, the equation of the line is x plus 2y is equal to 6. Call this as equation 2. Put x as 0 in this equation. We get y is equal to 3. Put y as 0, we get x is equal to 6. Therefore, the line passes through the points 0, 3 and 6, 0. Now the second step, substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in the inequality. We get 0 greater than or equal to 6, which is false. The solution region lies away from the origin. Now the next inequality is x, y greater than or equal to 0, non-negative constraints. This says that the feasible region lies in the first quadrant. We have discussed all the inequalities. Now let us draw the graph of these inequalities. The points on the first line are 0, 3 and 3 by 2, 0. I'll mark these points in the graph. 0, 3, x0, y3 is here, and 3 by 2, 0. 3 by 2 means 1.5, 0. Also, the inequality contains equality signs, so I draw a solid line passing through these points. I have drawn the line and written the equation of the line. Similarly, the points on the second line are 0, 3 and 6, 0. x0, y3 is here, 0, 3, 6, 0, x6, y0. Again here the inequality contains equality signs, so I draw a solid line passing through these points. I had drawn the line and written its equation. Now the solution region of first inequality lies away from the origin. This is the line of first inequality. The region lying away from the origin is here. Then this will be the solution region for this inequality. Similarly, for the second inequality, the solution region lies away from the origin. This is the line for second inequality. The region lying away from the origin is above the line. So the solution region lies above this line. Now, the common solution region for both of the inequalities is Here both are away from the origin, then this will be the common region for both of the inequalities. Also, we have non-negative constraints. Then the feasible region lies in the first quadrant. So I restrict the feasible region in the first quadrant. I'll shade the feasible region and rub the remaining shaded region. I have shaded the feasible region. Here the feasible region is unbounded and these are the corner points. I will mark the corner points as A with the coordinate 6, 0. Another point is B with the coordinate 0, 3. You can observe only these two corner points for this region. Now let us evaluate the value of z at these corner points, but before that we write the shaded region is the feasible region and the feasible region is unbounded. The corner points of the feasible region are A of 6, 0 and B of 0, 3. To evaluate the value of z, draw the table with two columns. The first column contains corner points and the second column value of z at these corner points. For the first point, put x as 6 and y as 0 in this equation, we get z is equal to 6. For the next point, put x as 0 and y as 3 in this equation. Again, on simplifying, we get z is equal to 6. Now the question is to find the minimum value of z. Here, the least value of z at the corner points is 6 itself because z has only one value 6 at both of the corner points. So we write 6 as the smallest value of z. Suppose if the question is to find the maximum value of z, then we consider 6 itself as the greatest value of z because z has only one possible value at the corner points. Now here the feasible region is unbounded, so directly we do not conclude 6 as the minimum value. We write as the feasible region is unbounded, 6 may or may not be the minimum value of z. For this, we draw the graph of the inequality. Which inequality? Z less than 6. The question is to find the minimum, so we write less than sign, and in the RHS we write the smallest value of z. If the question is to find the maximum value, then we write the inequality z greater than 6. To find maximum, we write greater than sign, and in the RHS we write greatest value. Now coming to the solution, z less than 6. What is z? X plus 2y is less than 6. We have to solve this inequality. The first step is, equation of the line is x plus 2y equal to 6. Put x as 0 in this equation, we get y is equal to 3. Put y as 0 in the equation, we get x is equal to 6. The line passes through the points 0, 3 and 6, 0. Also substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in the inequality. We get 0 less than 6, which is true. Then the solution region lies towards the origin. Let us draw the graph of this inequality. Points are here 0, 3 and 6, 0. 0, 3 is here, 6, 0 is here. The inequality is strict inequality. The inequality do not contain the equality sign. So we draw a dotted line passing through these corner points. This dotted line coincide with the solid line, so the dotted line will not be visible. Also, the solution region of the inequality lies towards the origin. So the solution region of the inequality lies below the line. No need to shade this solution region. Now observe here, the feasible region have no common point with the solution region including the line, because the feasible region includes the line, but the solution region doesn't include the line. as we have drawn a dotted line for the solution region of the inequality. So we write the feasible region has no common point with the inequality. Therefore, the minimum value of z will be 6 itself, which is obtained at the corner points. Also observe here, z attains its minimum value at two different corner points. Now remember that whenever the objective function z attains its maximum or minimum value at two different corner points, we conclude that every point on the line segment joining those corner points will give the same maximum or minimum value. So we write the minimum value of z is 6 at every point on the line segment joining those corner points a of 6, 0 and b of 0, 3. Therefore, the minimum value of z occurs at every point on the line segment means it occurs at more than 2 points. This is the solution. Suppose if the solution region of the inequality lies above the line, then the feasible region will have the points common with the solution region. In that case, we conclude that z will have no minimum value. I'll explain such example in my next video.